Okay, it's time to talk about Star Wars Episode 10. Uh, we're hearing production is set to start in September in Pinewood Studios, which, I mean, Pinewood is literally where they shoot Star Wars, so yeah.
They Star Wars shooting in London or in Pinewood in
Yeah,
England?
I am shocked, exactly. And we
Does this
keep,
confirm it's episode 10? I think it does.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
Notice how nothing else is shot in Pinewood since the sequels.
Right, and this is where they're spending
Scoop.
all the big stuff. Like, it's here it works, it makes sense. We're hearing again, older Rey, she's gonna have two potential Padawans, obviously younger than her. So, um, I just want to
Cool.
know, like, yeah, I just want to know what direction do you take this in after the end of the Skywalker saga? Like, the universe is now open. The unknown is in front of us, right? So they could do anything, literally anything, right now.
Mhm.
So, like,
Well, they can't. You can't do what I would have done, but they're doing that for Ahsoka season 2, right? So, like, you can't play back with the I can never remember that trio's name.
Oh yeah.
The son and the daughter and all that, like those three. No.
Well, it's like,
I guess you could use them, but then it kind of takes the stakes away from Ahsoka. But
yeah, and like, also remember, they keep teasing that there's going to be connections between all of these. So James Mangold's first Jedi film is somehow going to connect to what's happening in the Mandoverse and all this stuff. But also, like, I mean, everybody should have watched Acolyte by now. If you haven't, you don't care and you just hate it because you haven't watched it. The ending of the last episode, where the stranger like goes to May or Osha in this instance, and like they play Kylo Ren's music, so clearly setting up a little bit more there. Like, I definitely feel like they're trying to Marvelify everything now, and like the Rey stuff is going to kind of introduce concepts that's introduced in all of these, and okay, here you go, clean slate to the next however long time span we have. Which, to me, I like that they're kind of bringing it all in and not making it like post out, like make it make sense. So there's some payoff in all of these, like
I say what they're gonna do is Mangold's like first Jedi movie is gonna have retconned the Force entirely.
Yeah. Yep.
And then they're gonna make it an allegory for the Bible about how the Bible's been rewritten, and the rewrite is just insanely stupid, and that's why the Jedi keep failing.
So James Mangold is essentially gonna have the Old Testament, and then the Jedi have the new.
Yeah,
honestly, that's kind of perfect. That is perfect.
You're gonna call it Star Wars New Genesis?
Yeah, honestly, like, man.
Episode 10.
Yeah, Coruscant was first time knocked out by a great flood. We just covered that up. Don't worry about it. Yeah,
and that's why it's the rule of two.
Because
the Sith went on to battle,
and like you can then play that off with Rey going back to the first Jedi temple, finding the original writing, trying to form the Jedi in the original text. Like they,
you know how the Jedi temple on Coruscant's built on top of a Sith one.
Right.
We're gonna find out the Sith one's built on top of a Jedi one.
Exactly. Yeah.
The Force is literally a pyramid scheme, and that's what she's gonna find out.
Mitch, it's like poetry. It rhymes. Right? George Lucas was right. My God.
I'm saying all this is a joke. The more I joke about it, the more I'm convinced. You know what? I actually kind of want all this.
No, they need to do something a little wild and crazy like that to shake up a little bit more. It's like, I'll take it. I'll take all.
If you want to go in your own direction, like here, we're gonna slight time jump into the near future and then throw everything on its head.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I'm excited. It's more Star Wars. I'll take it. I want to see what they have.
Same.
Like, especially with new concepts and kind of being freed of Luke, Leia, and all that stuff. They don't have to deal with those characters anymore.
I mean, you say that you know full well one of the if she has at least two Padawans, one's going to be called Mara, one's going to be called Luke.
Oh,
I'm going to do that.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Guess which one's going to turn to the dark side?
Yep. Well, there's that. So a little Star Wars talk this week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed a little episode 10 update. And